Okay. Namaste, namaste, our family of light, our tribe of light, the children of the earth who have not forgotten that there's so much more going on than what's going on within the gravitational pull of this beautiful planet. Um, I want to say welcome to our Facebook Live light workers. I know we've been off not doing this. I forget, I think it's maybe 1 or 2 weeks, but here we are again. And I do know that there are those light workers that look around this time for a Facebook live feed, but more than likely for most, it comes after the live event. And we just want to say that anybody who is interested in actually participating in this transmission, which we've been doing for 15 years, every Monday without fail for 15 years. And there's a reason for that. When the higher dimensional realms ask you to do something, it isn't like you shrug it off and say, nah, I'm busy. So yeah, you just go ahead and you do that. But it's a blessing, an absolute blessing, because when we are on this path, in whichever way we find ourselves here together, we know how blessed we are. Because if you look at the world, what's going on there, we have no complaints. We have no complaints whatsoever. It's really something to be in fear and not understanding what's really going on. I can't even imagine. And just had a beautiful, beautiful light, shared with me. And there's so many that, when you think that you're limited to just this world over, just only this is what's going on. Of course, that's depressing. Of course, that's depressing, and so many people, which, breaks my heart. They think that this is all there is. And you hear just these beautiful people taking their lives. They think this is it. And I'm like, no, it's not. There's so much more going on. So anyway, we need to get that message out there. We need to hold the light for those who have forgotten, for their light to come on board and like, oh yeah, wait a minute. I'm so much more than this. Oh my gosh, I'm a cosmic being. In fact, I'm an eternal being. Wait a minute, wait a minute. There's so much going on. And that is called an awakening. Whichever way it comes, however it comes, is when you finally come to the awakening that you are no longer or under the illusion of being in a limited box of possibilities, which is very limited, and that the five senses of the human body is very limited to the exact spiritual senses that you have, that is limitless. So with that being said, I want to invite anybody who is seeing this, they would like to be part of this transmission. We do work with the ascended masters that go by different names. Maybe some people call them saints or, gurus or whatever, doesn't matter, but they're ascended. And they are part and parcel of assisting this planet along its ascension and all of her life. And guess who the boots on the ground are? We are, because we're in the physical body. We're the boots on the ground. So if you have an interest in participating in a full-fledged transmission that we do that's on Zoom only, you are welcome to just look at the Cosmic Center of Spiritual Light, Anchoring Light Transmission Meditation with Baba Sharon. That's me, that's my spiritual name. And just once you register, you're able to participate every Monday. Okay, and this is open and free to the public. We mostly move our work on donations, So with that, I'd like to share with you an experience that we had this past Sunday, which was Mother's Day, which was yesterday. And there was a special frequency. Well, it's been around for a while. The Divine Mother energy, and she's known by many, many names, but I will talk about specifically who we know to be as Mother Mary, and the dynamic. So let's go. The dynamic. Excuse me one second. Sit here in the circle. Yeah, okay. All right. So over there, right. Okay. So the dynamic is that Divine Mother has been showing up on Toast. She's been showing up for the past 60, 70 years. Fatima, Lourdes, Guadalupe. I mean, she's moving in all cultures. She has other names in the Eastern tradition, but the whole goal of why she is here is that she is bringing her children the mothering aspect of freeing us, literally freeing us. And how do you get free? Well, the first thing that you do have to do is you have to first be at peace with yourself. And also, in addition to being with peace in yourself and wanting peace for the world, is the higher understanding of who you truly are. That's what's key. And when you realize that you hold the divinity, you hold the similitude of the divine, that you are, in fact, these amazing spiritual beings of light, then we come together in the liberation of the entire planet against those dynamics that want to keep things the way they are for self-serving purposes. When you begin to understand it's not even happening on this level, it's happening in other levels. And how do you find this information? Well, a good way to start is the Gnostic Gospels. So you have to say why that the powers that be from thousands of years ago say, let's hide this material. We don't want the general public to know it. If they've hidden it, okay, or try to get rid of it, that means you should read it. You definitely should read it. So but there's, I talked about this last week, that energies that are coming in now, okay, is activating consciousness of all humanity. So there is a great awakening. And um my recommendation to everybody, if there was ever a time to walk the path of righteousness, this would be the time, for sure. This would be the time. So I want to just say that Divine Mother, her presence was so powerful on Sunday. And this is what I want to say to each and every one. Do not underestimate your power to call for divine intervention. Because guess what? It'll show up. Just letting you know. Okay. You say, I'm praying for divine intervention. Poof, it comes. I'll go, oh my gosh, what is this? I don't know what's happening. Okay. No. It's that, yeah. We're there. We're there. And we're consciously there. So on Sunday, which was Mother's Day, it was specifically for the Divine Mother. And divine guidance came as to what music to play. The whole experience just lifted the energy to a whole nother frequency. Everybody was in a trance-like state. Okay. And we called in the Laowish Shekinah, which is the pillar of light. It anchored, it was real. And everybody were here could feel the shifting in the energies of the Divine Mother. It was very sacred. And what we did as conscious co-creators, we said we're aligning with Divine Mother to hold the vision of peace on this planet. And that's exactly what we did. So we can now, at a point, that say, I want to help and assist. It isn't all about help me, please. It's like, what can I do to help in the higher realms? Because guess where our work is really at? Okay. It's on the higher realms. They're like very good here, but just remember you're multidimensional beings and you can operate on several levels at the same time. Yes, you can. And so there is a great need for people to awake and say, okay, Mika Elilu, what can I do? Divine Mother, what can I do? Jesus Christ, what can I do? Buddha, what can I do? I'm consciously connecting with you and I'm aligning my energies with you to hold a higher vision for the planet. Do you think that's going to make impact? Yes, it does. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank goodness they're waking up. It's like it's a conscious choice that I am consciously aware to assist in any way that I can. And I'm not limited just to this reality bite. Because I remember I'm a multidimensional being and I can operate on many levels. And sometimes I get little wisps of dreams that kind of indicate that you're doing something. we are on councils. We are also asked our opinion. It's just not a one-way street. It's like, well, what do you think? I'm like, oh my gosh. And that's where our self-esteem has to come up. That's where we have to remember that we are worthy. Why? Because we hold the similitude of the divine within us. We do. And when we start to align with that, guess what happens? Our powers come online. Our cosmic memory comes online. So as we continue our walk of making known the unknown, our abilities, our cosmic connections, our cosmic memory, our memory of our beautiful family of light, our memory of our mission, our purpose, why we're here, why did we get born, okay, all starts to come. And I remember I had a meme some years ago. Somebody said, they said, it was with Maury Povich, you know, the guy that does, they said, you said that you asked not to be born. And he says, according to the results, that is a lie. So we all, we all signed up to be here by our choice. We all signed up to be here. So with that, I'm going to say namaste to our family of light on Facebook Live. Remember the Divine Mother. Her presence is so strong now. She's here to help to promote the peace, which is a job for all of us to do. We know what we're up against. We have to stay on top of it. We cannot rest on our laurels. The ascended realms are saying, hey, children of light, we need for you to really come on and get on board. Be conscious all the time. Watch your thoughts, watch your words. It all has impact. And when you hold more light, okay, you have more power, which means you have to use that in the right way. You become conscious of your thoughts. You become conscious of what comes out of your mouth because it holds great power, particularly if you're on this path of light. Your powers are increasing. So you have to be good stewards of that because we know who we are. We remember who we are, and we're moving our beautiful planet and all of our life, as well as ourselves, into the ascension. And with that, I'm going to say namaste to our beautiful family of light on Facebook Live.